Shino was one of the coolest characters in Naruto that got turned into shit. Shino was one of those characters that had all the potential in the world during his tenure in part 1, but by Shippuden and Boruto, let's just say he got done dirty. Real dirty. Like, if you thought Rock Lee was done the worst of the side characters, clearly you've forgotten about Shino of the Bug Clan. Today, we're talking about how the coolest dude in a trench coat became the anime version of that guy who peaked in high school. Let's be honest, for a moment, Shino was cool. He didn't talk much, and when he did, it was something deep or vaguely threatening. That's main character energy, people. He's literally full of bugs. That's not just weird anime nonsense, that's actually scary if you think about it. Imagine fighting a dude halfway through and you realize you've been getting bitten by chakra sucking insects crawling out of his sleeves. Nah bro, I'm tapping out right there. His fight with Zaku was a great showcase of his coolness factor, with him barely having to do a thing while still blowing off his opponent's arms. This showed great potential from an already weird character, further complemented by his fight later on with Kankuro, where his display of bugs and tactician skills come into play. I feel like if Shino were more relevant in later parts of the story, these fights would be remembered more fondly. Okay, we still need to talk about the ultimate betrayal, that being in the Sasuke Retrieval Arc. When Shikamaru was building his team, it was like a fantasy draft. He's out here picking characters like Kiba, Neji, Choji, Naruto, and then skip Shino? I'm sorry, what? You mean the only other guy who thinks tactically, can scout across miles, and disables enemies without even being seen, and he gets benched? For what? But he was off on another mission. You know, that kind of sucks, bro. Maybe Kishimoto knew he would have overpowered Shino when fighting off against the Sound 5 ninja. I feel like he would have fared better than Kiba against Sakon and Yukon at least. But hey, we have a whole nother series to produce. Surely he and the majority of the side characters in part 1 are going to be able to put their best foot forward. Shippuden starts and you're like, alright, now it's time. Shino's gonna pop off. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. He shows up like 3 times, says 2 sentences, and then fades into the shadows like a socially awkward Dracula. Wanna know what the biggest moment he gets in Shippuden? It's when Naruto doesn't recognize him. That to me isn't comedy, that was meta commentary. The writers forgot he existed and used Naruto as a vehicle to tell us, yeah, Shino's not important to us anymore. He, along with his teammates, paired with Naruto and crew to find Sasuke in the Sasuke vs Itachi arc, but he, and really everyone else as well, were made into jokes by the likes of Toby. By this point of the story, there's no redemption for Shino, as the show becomes the Naruto and Sasuke series from this point forward. Then by the time we get to Boruto, Shino's just there. He's a teacher now, which sounds cool, until you realize the students roast him worse than Naruto fans on Twitter. He's trying his best, bless his heart, but the man went from bug assassin to awkward science teacher with no classroom control. His bugs don't even do anything cool anymore. There's a scene where he gets possessed and almost turns into something interesting again, and they just undo it like 5 minutes later, and even then, it was only filler. Here's the thing, Shino could have been legendary. Picture this, a solo arc where he's tracking down rogue ninja, he's got new bug techniques, his insects evolve, he's putting wild tactics, maybe his insects adapt to chakra natures, maybe he fuses tech with his bugs in Boruto and becomes this cyber ninja nightmare. You know, something besides PowerPoint duty in a classroom full of brats. Thinking about it, Shino could have been Naruto's Shikamaru plus Kakashi hybrid, where a high IQ and tactician go full steam ahead, but instead, they made him that weird dude in the back of group photos. Wasteful. The king of wasted potential. He had the look, the skills, the mystery, but the franchise left him in the dust, and gave us multiple versions of Sasuke instead. So yeah, pouring out for Shino. He deserved better. So let me ask you guys the question. Do you think Shino was underutilized? Where do you think in the series he could have been more useful story-wise? I'd love to get y'all's thoughts, so let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, click the card you see here, which will take you to my video on how Naruto had more than one wasted side character. I'm the Curly Haired Hokage, and I hope you all have an amazing and blessed day. Peace.